Yo. It's another episode. You get me? The Hoopers and Shooters. We're saying, boys, we're live again, man. What am I saying?
I'm not sure I want to be live today, bro.
Leave my mind, bro. I don't know, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to lift up the mood here, man. Fucking hell, fam. It gets that.
Why can't your manager try and lift up the mood, bro?
Isn't it? He could have made our weekends to get me feel a bit better, but boy.
You know what? Let's get into it, man. You know what? Let's get it. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's get into it, man. Jay, kick us off, man.
It's a weird one because I think a couple of weeks ago we were in a sort of make or break situation, and I think the fan base unanimously came together and said, next couple games or next few games up to Christmas and New Year, all winnable. 3 points are a must in order to sort of stay in the title race. Manchester United was probably the hardest team to face in that time, new manager bounce. And we brushed them aside. If we call a spade, don't get me wrong, it was two set pieces, but we brushed them aside. Today, I woke up in good spirits. I was thinking, it's Fulham. I know Fulham have been playing well, but every single time one of these teams that are playing well comes along, you tend to do what we have to do the business. Nottingham Forest, prime example of that. So today I was like, there's no excuses, 3 points. Anderson can't play, who's been fantastic for them. He's injured. And then Nelson couldn't play as well, who's been really good for them guys because he's club tied. Club tied, obviously, because he's on loan from Arsenal. So the game starts. We're cooking these guys. I'm thinking, yeah, we're ready to go. Like, we're in a mixer. And then literally, I feel like it's the story of Arsenal sometimes. Literally, you blink, these guys are on a counter attack, and then Kyrgios, who a lot of fans have their reservations around, like for some weird reason beyond me, given Liverpool again, just decides that he's gonna go walkies, bro. One ball straight to Raul, 1-0 to Fulham. And then after that, the low block that I saw, 5 defenders, I saw Welby doing wing-back shifts. After that, I said, he's a myth. And big up the Hoopers and Shooters community, because obviously we done a half-time space. And then Olu mentioned that Arsenal actually struggle when going in behind to at half-time to a low block team to actually turn the game around. And I was like, nah, man, it can't be, man. It can't be. This is the week where we're gonna break that curse. And then after that, even though we ended up scoring, I just didn't think that we looked like getting more than the one. So yeah, it's very, 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 very frustrating because Fulham, in my opinion, are easy food. Should have been easy food. We limited them to 2 shots on target, one of which ended up being the goal. I think we were toothless in front of goal. I think we didn't know what we were doing in terms of build-up. I think, and I said it a couple of weeks ago in one of our spaces, that Raya just needs to start slapping people's faces because he's losing out on clean sheets because of things that are not his fault. Kyrgios again this week, like I mentioned earlier. And again, we haven't seen Gabriel in that situation for almost 2 years now. Kyrgios, you watch the tapes, you're in training with Gabriel. You're either in that position, you crunch Raul and take the yellow card, or if you know he's mad faster than you, give him 5 yards. Like doing nothing is why we're in that situation. And Raya saved us against Manchester United, in my opinion, with that save to keep it 1-0. And there's only so much he can do week in, week out. So yeah, he needs to start dishing out slaps because defensively we don't know what we're doing. And then I think someone mentioned a stat in the space earlier today saying this is like the 9th different back four we've seen this season. And I actually don't feel sorry. Like I would usually feel bad or feel sorry that this is what's happened to the team. But 5 years in, you can't tell me the answer to your injury woes is Thomas Partey playing right back and Timber having to do left back shifts. Love Timber, but he shouldn't have to, after 5 years of squad building, have to be doing left back shifts. So I think everything from starting 11, from squad building, from performance, from lack of energy, juice, desire. I'm looking upwards and I'm looking at Arteta. I'm thinking, bro, if this is what you've got to show for 5 years worth of work, I'm very, very worried. And obviously, in my frustration, I tweeted, 2 phase, my managers are sitting above my phase 6 or phase 5 manager on the table right now in Maresca and Slot. And Heston, our guy Heston, put out a tweet the other day saying what stage is Slotting or something like that. And people try to come at him and say, oh, but he's been managing what, a couple months longer than Arteta. And then even if you want to look at the other guy, Maresca started managing 2 years after him. So for me, I don't buy this whole like rookie inexperienced stuff. After 5 years, one, you're not a rookie to me no more. And two, I need to start seeing the fruits of your labor. Because, bro, like, I buy the merchandise. So you're using my hard-earned cash to invest into this team, and I can't see what investments you've done. In fact, I'm going to take this shit off. Who's next?
Cool. Let me respond to a couple.
But this guy's lost it.
Let me respond to a couple things Jay said, yeah. I agree with his analysis of the game. At the end of the day, I feel like it's definitely 2 points dropped. No matter what you want to say, we should be beating Fulham away, should be beating Fulham at home, like we should be beating Fulham point blank period. I think the most concerning thing for me is that even after it became 1-1, I never really felt like we really turned the screw too tough. Like sometimes you can feel like the momentum in a game shift. Like today, for example, I don't know if any of you lot watched the Chelsea game, but the second Sancho scored, the momentum in the game completely shifted. It felt like there was only one team that was going to keep scoring and go on and to win the game. And obviously that's what ended up happening. But like with us, it's like we scored and then it's like, okay, like we're trying a couple things and that. But it never really felt like we turned the screw. Even the substitutions, I think the substitutions were a bit late, if I'm being honest. Like there's not a single sub he made that he couldn't have made at halftime. Like every single sub he made, we discussed in the space that we said these subs need to be made at halftime. I think the only two that we never spoke about was the last two. So bringing on Gabriel Jesus for Havertz and bringing on Ethan for Odegaard. Although I do recall Arsene actually shouting the Ethan one. So it's like really and truly, it's like the changes were changes I expected, but I expected them a lot sooner. I think my biggest issue is that this whole over-reliance on the right-hand side, and it's something that's been spoken about for years, but it's like it's never more evident than games like today. Our left-hand side does not offer nowhere near enough, bro. Like, and I feel like it's because one, we ain't got the quality in certain areas, and two, we're playing people out of position in them areas. So you've got a right back playing left back due to injuries, cool. But then you've got a CDM playing left 8 by choice. Then you've got Trossard, who don't know what that guy is, playing left wing by choice. Then the other option off the bench would be Martinelli, who maybe he's a left winger, but isn't in the greatest form right now and isn't the type of we need somebody on the left that can replicate what Saka does off the right. You understand what I'm saying?
Sonny, can I make a point to what you're saying though?
Go ahead.
I think the issue there you're talking about is balance, because if you really split out the units, you've got Saka, Odegaard, Thomas Partey, yeah? You've got two left footers out of the three playing on the right. Mm-hmm. And then if you go on the left side, you've got Timber, Declan Rice, and Trossard. So you've got three right footers playing on the left-hand side. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't think it's about what footed they are. I think it's about the qualities of the individual player. I think we got into a lot of good attacking areas down that left-hand side, and there wasn't much quality, whether it was Declan Rice taking a half volley from the edge of the box when he was basically through on goal, whether it's Martinelli unable to beat his fullback, whether it's Trossard's weird decision-making and pass selection. We got into a lot of dangerous areas, but we didn't have the quality. And I think overall, if we look at the teams that are above us, or shall I say the team that are at the top of the league, in them attacking areas, even if they ain't got the quality starting, they find the quality off the bench. If Diaz is having a stinker, Gakpo comes on and usually he's good. If Salah's having a stinker, he barely has those, so they keep him on. But it's like if Nunes is having a stinker, they had Jota got injured, etc. But it's like they've got options of ways that they can rotate their front three and still have quality.
Also give them the time to make an impact in the game, though, because this project's Ethan saved me, giving him 10 minutes to save the game is pointless. Same with Jesus. Why is Jesus coming on with 10, 12 minutes to save? You're right.
It don't make sense. There's too much faith given to the guys that are starting the game. It's like for example, Jorginho today, that's my dog, but this wasn't a Jorginho game. We saw that within the first 20 minutes. I'm not expecting someone to get hooked 20 minutes in. But
wait,
at halftime,
can I ask you why it's not a Jorginho game? Why?
Because I feel like they were overrunning him in that midfield. In that midfield, he was just doing bare cardio.
My thing is, every single time I try and question Jorginho, everyone tells me he's fantastic in the games that we control. After 20 minutes, for the first 20 minutes, I think we were in control. But after 20 minutes, it was clear that this wasn't going to be a game that we just control because they got an early goal. It was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the game was seeing Jorginho by. I don't remember seeing him for the 25th minute all the way through to the 55th. I don't remember seeing him because the game was just passing him by. So that's why, for me, it wasn't a Jorginho game.
And another reason why it wasn't a Jorginho game is because I feel like in games like this, you need something a bit more from your left eight. So if there's any one player on that pitch I'm going to sacrifice, it'll probably be Jorginho, because I think Rice can do the stuff that Jorginho was doing throughout that first half. I don't think he was doing anything ultra creative. I don't think he was just keeping it ticking, tried to play a couple passes in behind for Saka. But other than that, it's like he was just keeping it simple, just controlling the game. You understand what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then you could probably sacrifice that, put Rice in the 6 and bring on a Marino. And it's no shock that when we did that, it looked a bit better. Do you get what I'm saying?
Can I say though, quickly. No, that's not gonna be quick, on the game, quick, For me, it's not cool. Arteta has his faults 100%. His squad, his tactics and everything, But I just feel like there's just a mismatch in quality in the squad. Because we've got players like the Bukayo Sakas, the Salibas, and etc., who are like world beaters, like the best in their positions in the world. They're fighting for that title. And then I look up strike. We're like, okay, let's talk about this attack, for instance. Like, well, we generally have a one-man attack if it was a function of one man, because Kai Havertz, whether we like it or not, called the fan base, they want to, cuddle him, baby him. If Havertz has a bad game, or Kai Havertz, pat him on the back, boost his morale, sing his song, whatever. But he's been one of the worst players in the last how much games, bro? He's not effective at all. Draws, these draws that we hyped him up about, I'm not seeing it be effective for us. He's winning headers, but he's offside. Raya does long balls, he's offside. I don't get that. That's my frustration with and he's not a goal scorer. He's not effective in front of goal.
But then okay, cool. I 1 second, Gopper. Let's not move away from Havertz here. Let's have these convos. I agree that he ain't been great in the recent games, but at the same time, it's like, how much clear service do you think he's been receiving? And again, wait, hold on. 1 second. No, wait, hold on. My one criticism of him today is, bro, the ball was getting fizzed into some promising area. You have to be on that. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to be attacking those areas, attacking those crosses that are put across the face of goal. I think too many times Saka got past Robinson, tried to smash it across goal, and Havertz was caught on these heels. And maybe that's why he's probably not getting the amount of goals that he should get. But in terms of like clear-cut chances, like chances being put on a plate for him and he's missing them, I can't think of not one. The one chance he probably should have bagged, he got an assist for Saliba's goal.
But was that even an assist though?
I can't remember the one time in recent Arsenal's history when it comes to our strikers where strikers have been like, oh, but I'm not getting service. Like I've grown up on our strikers thinking, all right, cool, half chance, I'm gonna take it. Oh, not much of a chance, I'm gonna create a chance. Like I'm seeing Watkins do it. I'm seeing Raul today, Don't get me wrong, fantastic ball, but even then, he still had to do a lot to get the ball in the back of the net. So he's not getting chances. I hear you to some extent, but he's been getting chances. That's why he had that run at home. But it gets to a point where it's like, Havertz, you have to generate your own chances at some point, bro. We can't keep. We're struggling today. You do something.
And sitting watching that game and watching the recent performances in our strike force, like this is where I go back to Mikel Arteta, because generally it's frightening that he generally thought that Kai Havertz, Eddie Nketiah, and Gabriel Jesus will be the man to lead us to a Premier League title. I'm being like that. The logic I'm thinking behind that, it don't make sense to me, bro. Because you see who we're competing with, and then you want to come by with a Kai Havertz, a Jesus. Like cool as fans.
What
We get
I will say is-
we get excited when the season goes. Like, oh, we could win the league, whatever. But really and truly, with that strike force, did we ever stand a chance though?
The money we've relayed on players, yeah. Sorry, bro. The money we've relayed on players and the lack of investment in that front line is extremely concerning to me also. Because again, Havertz was signed to be a midfielder, so I'm going to take him out of that. But aside from that, the only one I can think of is Trossard for 27 M's, and then all the way back to Jesus for 50. Like, we are not investing in our front line at all.
And Marquinhos.
Not meant to market that fucking 3 mil fucking
Sterling.
That was a front line player.
Loan. That's a loan. That's what I said. Like, in terms of investment into our front line, like, we've spent 70 M's in a good like four seasons, bro. I don't get it. Like, for me, like, that has to be the priority area to invest our funds going forward. Like, we have to reinvest in this attack. And someone just said in the comments, talent ID stinks. It's like, hopefully we get a sporting director that actually knows what he's doing and actually has ties and connections and is able to get certain deals over the line. Because it's like, even if they were to drop the bag on an attacker, I don't even know if I can trust Arteta to identify the right one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's mad concerning, bro. It's very, very, very concerning.
Let me say something. Please, Chris. Thank you. I don't necessarily agree with everything you are saying. Yeah, I think it's not necessarily the talent ID that's wrong. It's just the way that he's using them. That's my issue. I have a real problem. So my example would be, do you man think, and this is a question to ask you, man, do you man think that we played any different against Fulham or how we did against United?
No.
No, but the personnel was different, so it forces us to do different things. And
obviously, actually, no. Telling that, I do think we played a bit different because our fullbacks were different as well.
No, but if you close your eyes, yeah, and you take away Fulham's goal, do you think our performance was the same against United and against Fulham?
Yeah, it's a tough. It's tough.
It's funny. We probably had more control of today's game than we did against United.
And we did against United. Exactly.
Much. It was always the same every week. It's pretty much the same.
And that's my problem, yeah. And Jade, that's my problem. And the thing that I'm making a point to say is that last week, or when we were scoring 5 goals, we were gassing up the manager. We were saying X, Y, and Z, yeah. But the reality is over the span of 3 months, we've basically been playing the same football as what you see now. The difference is some games we win and some games we lose. So to me,
personnel.
But even then,
they vary too much. So, Partey can't do what Timber does, but you want him to play the same way. Timber, in my opinion, can't do what Calafiori does, but you want him to play the same way. Partey and Jorginho are 2 very different types of sixes. We want them to play the same way. So I think that's what impacts the performances, because you want different players to fit into pieces of puzzle, but they're different shapes and sizes.
No, but he's doing that though based on the opposition. So he, for example, my point would be against United, he played Trossard against who's that fullback? Dallo, because Trossard makes more runs in behind than Martinelli would. So the reason why you play that is so you play your different players because of different. So you play different teams, you set up differently, you have different strengths and weaknesses you can exploit.
I don't disagree, but I don't.
My issue is hold on, Jay. My issue is is that you're playing a Man United at home, you're playing Fulham away, you're playing Newcastle away, you're playing all these teams away, and there's no difference in how you play your team. There is no difference. Why, when you play against a team that plays against a mid block, why am I seeing you playing the exact same way, approaching the game the same way as if you're playing against City away? That's my problem, bro. It's the same. There should be a huge difference. Teams we don't respect or that are lesser, we should have more attackers on the pitch. Why is that so much to ask?
But Vens, we've been saying this for how long now, though? This is where the frustration comes in. We've been saying this for how long? How many more times can we keep repeating these same things, bro? We've been a title challenging team. This is the 3rd season. We're saying the exact same things we said 2 years ago, last year, bro. Come on, man. It's so frustrating, honestly.
Can I interject and just give a brief breakdown to this game and just the post-game rollout that I've seen of our fan base? I think everyone needs to cool down firstly. I do think that there's a lot of truth in what's being said, but also I do think that it's very reactionary as well. The first thing I would say is both people are at fault. Both sides are at fault. I do think manager is at fault and team are at fault as well. The problem is that we are a very one-sided team, that we rely on two things. The narrative is online, but it is true on the set pieces, but also on wing play. And that has been, the wing play part has specifically been us for the past 2 years, of where we rely on Martinelli or Saka.
Is it me or do you sound like you're in the Matrix?
Breaking up, bro. Don't know if it's your connection.
The voice.
One of the things I'll point out here is, for example, is the way we're making the most out of our attackers. Like, do you think that we're utilizing Martinelli in the right way?
No. But Wengs, let me tell you something. In my heart of hearts, I'm not even trying. No trolling, footballing conversation, bro. Martinelli's finished. He's beyond rubbed. I'll be sure Martinelli, he's done. He ain't the same player he is, bro. Because number one, that burst he used to have like 2 seasons ago, Martinelli's on the ball. You know what he's gonna do. He's gonna murder his right back. Gonna kill him. Now he's doing his little. What's he doing? Like ball to ball. He's passing the ball to his feet, each other, dribbling, looking down, and then he gets tackled. And he tries to do this little shit flip flap, but that never works. Martinelli, in my opinion, is beyond usable. He's a bust.
I'm sorry.
Get rid of him. He's over. He used to go La Liga.
I'll disagree. I think sometimes you try and change a man's position and they just haven't got the facilities to do what you need them to do in that position. For me, Martinelli broke into this team as a striker. Because we had strikers already when Arteta took over, tried to mold him into being a left winger. He had one fantastic year as a left winger, and we, as the fan base, as well as the manager, were convinced that this guy could have a future as a left winger. I think as the game continues to adapt and as people to continue to do research and like defenders do their homework, bro. Like you have to these lot go through lots of film. They have now seen that Martinelli is one-dimensional, doesn't do a step over, not that skillful, relies a lot on his pace. If you're a fullback playing Martinelli, you know now all you have to do is give him 5 yards. And that's what I see every single week. You either get touch close to Martinelli or you give him 5 yards. If you give him 5 yards, all he's going to do is cut back and try and find a pass because why? He hasn't got a lane to get around it. So for me personally, I don't think Martinelli is rubbed. I just think he's not a natural winger and hasn't got natural winger instincts. And I think we've tried to force the natural winger thing on him. And it's just time to be like, you know what, let's let it go. I think he'll be a fantastic striker. Probably not at Arsenal, but I think he'll be a fantastic striker.
I don't even agree with that. You know, for me, I think it's very easy. The year that Martinelli played his best football, you had 2 passes behind him. He did hardly any passing. All he did was run.
Well, that's why
in the 2 years since, you've taken 2 of those passes off that side. So what do you think is going to happen?
Can I give my opinion on this whole Martinelli thing?
Yeah, but the thing is,
I don't like passes. I think it's the kind of worms that you blame it on pass. I think Nelly just doesn't like having the ball at feet. He likes being on the end of passes rather than
he's at his best when he's in the end of passes. Yeah. So what I'm saying is why would you take away passes behind him to give him penetration?
I'd say let's face it like that then, rather than say it's because he hasn't got passing.
But no, Jay, it's not that though. Because when saying that, the reason why that's embarrassing, in my personal opinion, is because why is it always Martinelli who needs the perfect players and the passes? And it's never Martinelli has to adapt. It's always.
He doesn't have the IQ. He doesnn't have the IQ.
One second. Let me chime in quickly. Yeah.
Last season we played Rice. We blamed Rice. We blamed.
He's not a passer.
He's
not a passer.
But why can't he adapt?
They're not passes, though. That's the point.
Why can't he adapt?
No, but the point is that they're not passes. So you have a situation where you can adapt, yeah, but you have a situation where you know how to get the most out of a certain player in a certain capacity, yeah. Why would you then take that away and still expect the same level of performance? It makes no sense to me. You have 2 passes.
Wait, hold on, Wings. And let me just make a point, yeah. I think obviously, one, I disagree with what Jay said about that. He did break in the team, like playing up front occasionally. But when he started playing week in, week out, it was defo at left wing. It was him, Aubameyang, and Pepe. And I think he got his first start by Freddie Ljungberg. Then when Arteta came in, shortly after that, he got injured when COVID happened and whatever. And then when he came back, he was continuously playing out wide. If you ask Martinelli where his favorite position is, he will tell you left wing. In Martinelli's head, in his mind, in his eyes, in his heart, in his soul, he believes he's a left winger. So let's just clarify that. Second of all, when he had his best season, is when teams hadn't quite figured Arsenal out yet. So we were still allowed quite a bit of space that we're not really afforded today. You understand what I'm saying? So when Martinelli was getting the ball to feet, he often enough was able to exploit space. I'll never forget, there was one game he cooked Man City. I think it was Cancelo, ripped him an absolute new one. And that's because every time he got the ball, there was just bare space for him to run into, and Cancelo couldn't live with him. I think nowadays, what Martinelli's struggling with is the doubling up. He don't have the je ne sais quoi, as Reese would say.
He hasn't got the ID. He hasn't got the IQ.
He ain't got it in him to be able to deal with those kind of situations. So what he ends up doing is he tries a thing and he has like maybe 2 or 3 go-to moves. He's going to do the little ball to feet thing, then try and go byline on his left, or he's going to try and cut back and either create an angle for a shot or do it in swinging cross. Because it's so straightforward what he's going to do, and there's no ISO moves to go with it. There's no step overs. There's not really many shoulder drops. There's not too much to go with it. It's quite easy to defend. My issue with Martinelli is, one second, broski. My issue with Martinelli is when he gets into them situations to do what I know him to be able to do, is that he's a natural killer. In front of goal, in the final third, he's a natural killer. Nowadays, it's like that killer instinct has also been removed from him. So not only is he struggling dealing with like 2v1s, etc., he's struggling doing this thing against a low block, and then now even in front of goal, he's lost his killer instinct. I'm at a point where I'm not gonna say sell Martinelli, but I'm at a point where I don't feel like he's the right left winger for how we want to play going forward. You understand what I'm saying? That I just don't. And I think the longer we try and persist with him or Trossard, the more it's gonna hurt us. That's the God's honest truth for me.
Cool. So Sonny, because there's a great question here. Everyone has to answer here. Would you consider selling him for 35 million?
No.
Some of it 35 mil.
No. Guapa, I just wanted to say something quickly before we got there. I didn't even want to pull up, as some people know, but Sonny left with a message that was ringing in my head. I felt bad, so here I am. Yeah. I've got issue with when everyone turns up when it's drop points, and then when we've won, can't find no one. But anyway, that's me. Something I got to deal with personally. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but funny enough, I actually disagree with Jay and Vengs, and I almost agree more with Sonny. I've got an issue here. When something goes wrong, Arsenal fans always keep finding VCRs or cassette tapes from 5 years ago. Someone's telling me Martinelli started as a striker, then played with Declan Rice as a centre back. No, this isn't how he broke into the Prem.
I say no. Can I say no to that, bro?
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm not saying that you're not.
Thank you.
If you know what I mean. And then Wenger said this thing about space. Since that season, me personally, I think Arsenal are a more respected team. When we discuss football, sometimes we need to understand it from the opposition's point of view. They know he loves space. So what do? We saw it with Fulham today. They're blocking out all the half spaces blocked out, the wide, they're all across the line. They know he hates the way they know he operates in space. When you block out the space, the guy is like, I don't know who said it, Guapa. He does that little from the left to the right, and then he just keeps like he's like someone shot him in the leg. He just keeps dragging that leg. The teams know. So they block out the space. Someone like Saka, he's got something more to his game because he's a creative player, innit? So even when they're doing that, he knows he does the 1-2s with Odegaard, and you know what I'm saying, gets into paces. For me, when Martinelli looked the most dangerous was those balls he was doing. You know, like when he cuts in and slaps it with the right across the thing. But
he doesn't do it enough though.
For me.
Wait, Reece, can I say
it's difficult because even when he has the spaces, even when he has the spaces and he's in on goal, he's now also missing chances as well. That's why I get the frustrations with Martinelli this season and last season, because it's like even when we finally find the code, you're missing chances. This is why all I wanted to say right now is, when are we now finally going to get to a point where we hold some players just accountable and say, bro, you are not playing well enough? I've heard us blame Zinchenko for Martinelli. We blame Havertz for Martinelli. We blame Fabio Vieira for Martinelli. We blame Tomiyasu for Martinelli. We're blaming Marino for Martinelli. We're blaming Rice for Martinelli. When do we stop blaming players and say, do you know what? The team's kicked on. There's a lot of players that's leveled up. You're still reminding me of back then. Yep. I don't think you've kicked on.
He's becoming a nostalgia.
And if you haven't kicked on, we might have to leave you behind. You lot, for some reason, see it with Jesus.
And Zinchenko.
You lot will look at Jesus, you look at Zinchenko and go, do you know what? We've moved on, we need better. But then any time Martinelli's name's brought up, someone's telling me about what happened 5 years ago on VCR. Someone's telling me about some interview from a cassette player. Someone's telling me, bro, we need you to turn up now, bro. I'm that game today was mad frustrating. Not just Martinelli, like I'm sure people have already said before I turn up. Manager, I think we've got Havertz problem. I think he loves his height, but he hasn't got a plan B. So it's like he just leaves him on, just hoping something will change. No, bro. Like, the guy looks shattered. I'm not even gonna lie. I think he's playing poor, but you can also tell Arteta doesn't have a plan B for my man. Shows that he hasn't bought a striker for. Anyway, we move. We're too, and this is not the first time we've said it. I think Josh said something like, bro, we're still saying the same things. We are too easy to read. When they do the mid-block joints, Arsenal Football Club struggle, especially when they concede first. It is too jarring. It's the same shit, bro. Like, how can you not have a system that when you know, all right, they're playing the mid-block, we're going to play another way. This is what we're going to do now. Now we're going to do it. But it's the same. Move side, move round. I know it. Cap knows it. Josh knows it. Marco fucking Silva knows it. Everyone knows it, bro. Are you going to switch it up or not? But anyway, let me stop.
Can I just go off of what Reece was saying, please? Can I just continue off what Reece said? I wholeheartedly agree with everything Reece was saying. Sooner or later, we have to get to a point where we just admit Martinelli does not have the footballing IQ. I always say Martinelli is a moments player, but it comes to a point where I feel like as if he just plays off of his instincts and just what's happening there and then, but his instincts aren't inclined to actually having good IQ the same way Saka's is. It's okay, they're doubling up on me, let me adapt, let me do this or let me do that instead. But rather with Martinelli is, if I can't beat my man, pause, or if I can't, end up getting a cross in or go and run down to the byline, it's just nothing. I can't do anything. And that's the problem with him and Trossard, is that they're both moments players. And I feel like as if with both of them is that they are both very good 12th men. That's it. That's the problem at this moment. And we've scapegoated so many other players for Martinelli in the past, just like Reece said. You can run by all the names, we've done that constantly. The issue is this, moving forward now, if we want this league, we know we need to get better. We know realistically.
Listen, let's get to. Sorry to interrupt you, Capo. I apologize here, but let's get to that. The league title is a write-off, bro. I'm not sitting there drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not sitting there talking about us only this amount of games and that amount of games. I'm not even going to say that we're in a top 4 race. But for me, the league title is a write-off. I do not see us winning the league title.
This is where I have to disagree.
I'm sorry.
When fans say things like, the league is done, it's finished, it's done. I feel like it's a mixture of two things. One, it's being very reactionary at that moment of time if you're thinking like, okay, we didn't get this X or Y result, so that's why the league is done. That's the first thing. And secondly as well is biting the bait of rival fans online that rattles you up to a point of where you say, yeah, it's done, forget it, it's done. Remember this time last year of where we literally December, I think at best we only got like a point or something like that, where we lost 3 games and I think we only won 1 or like bare draws or some madness like that, some craziness. But realistically, we know for a fact it is too premature and it's too early. there are going to be inconsistencies from Liverpool. There's going to be key injuries to Liverpool. The same thing for Chelsea, same thing for us, and the same thing for City as well. We've seen twists and turns. This time last season, when we were in a very crap place as well, I'm pretty sure half of you lot wrote off the title and said, no, we can't do it. It's impossible.
Oh, we didn't win it.
I'm pretty much, pardon?
Oh, we didn't win it.
No, exactly that. But guess what? Wasn't it the same the last day, or when if West Ham were able to do a job, or if we were able to do a job at Aston, then it could have been completely different.
Yeah, but we had it in our hands.
That there's the issue, bro. We're always relying on the favour.
Yeah, that's the thing. I do agree. The fact of yes, now we're at a position of where we are still looking for favours from other clubs, but we know realistically there are going to be dips. There are going to be moments of this, like certain game weeks where Liverpool drop points, where Chelsea drop points. I find it impossible for me to say right now, it's impossible. We're not going to win the league. Do I think we're going to do it? I'm not sure, but I'm not writing it off and saying, it's impossible. I'm just being realistic. I feel like as if you guys.
What you're saying is not false. What you're saying is not false. Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United, whoever we consider contenders, they're gonna dip. They're gonna have injuries. My issue is we've gone through that period. It looks like we might go through that period again because we're seeing Thomas Partey at right back. A game after we thought we had a 4-11 here. Odegaard came off the pitch apparently because of a knock again today. Gabriel's been injured. Hopefully he's back because it was a concussion. So Arsenal are going to go through that period again. And we've already shown that the moment there's a bit of a rumble in the jungle, we just cannot cope. So my issue is if you're saying it's going to happen to those teams and it's going to happen to Arsenal again, I'm not confident. If you're telling me right now that Arsenal are going to go through injuries again or bad rain of form again, I am absolutely not confident. So I guess my question, not to you, Chris, but more to Sandy is, if you believe that the title's over and we're out of the race and it's not happening, why not sack Arteta today?
Cool. So I just want to make my stance on this clear. I think I've said it numerous times. I was never in favor of giving him the new contract when we did. I said, let him see out his final year, see how the season goes, and then we make a calculated decision at the end of the season. So obviously, if he shows that he's the man that can deliver, and I'm not saying he has to deliver the Prem or the CL or whatever, but if he shows he's a man that can deliver trophies to Arsenal Football Club, then by all means, you extend his contract and then you reinvest and you give him the tools that he needs to maybe win the league title or whatever. You trust that process. But if he goes another season where it's like we fall flat on our face on all four fronts, then you shake his hand, you say thank you for your service, and you go and find somebody that can get us over the line. And again, I'm not just talking about just in the Prem. I'm talking about the fact that we are competing on four fronts. A lot of guys don't want to acknowledge it. A lot of guys don't care about the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup or this, that, and other. That's fine. Me, personally, I care about every trophy that's possible for us to win. So my one thing, 1 second.
That's enough.
No, that's what I was getting to. As far as I'm concerned, there's 4 trophies up for grabs. For me, we're one of the best teams in the world. I'm expecting 2 out of the 4 trophies. And I still expect 2 out of the 4 trophies. 2 out of the 4 trophies is enough for me to say, all right, cool. You know what?
So Carabao and FA Cup doubles enough.
It's not. I'm not sitting there saying I'll have a smile on my face, but it's enough for me to be like, all right, cool. At least he can deliver trophies for this club.
Sonny, I honestly forgot. Oh my days! One of the comments reminded me.
Go on.
My daughter, Melody. I don't know if you don't know that's her name. Melody would have defended Jimenez better than Kirill. For watching at that age.
When are we going to get to actually talking about the game again?
At that age. I honestly didn't know what, like when it happened, I thought, oh, what is there offside? Because I didn't understand why he was so focused on that whilst the guy's running in. He's running in on goal. You've let him. Gabriel,
uncomfortable conversation though, Reese.
Absence makes the heart go fonder.
Do you know who he was?
Say again.
Absence makes the heart go fonder because Gabriel was never letting that happen.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy you said that because before you jumped on, I said that in that situation, Gabriel either clatters the guy.
Never. He would have clotheslined him, if anything. Clothesline, one time.
And I said this in a space here. I feel like when Saliba got injured and then we went through that rough patch, everyone was like, "Oh, Gabriel needed Saliba." I'm so happy that the last 2 games, don't get me wrong, United were a bit more comfortable, but bro, them two are a partnership. Stop saying one can do it, but they are a partnership and a partnership, and today showed exactly why that is.
But on top of that, anything behind the partnership is meaty. You got options like Rob Holding, flipping Kiwi, like bro, like it's not even like, and again, this falls back on the manager's door, bro. Like, I don't understand how you lot scour the market. You want a ball playing centre back that can be a significant backup to Gabriel. And you end up with Jakub Kiwior, bro. I don't know what kind of scouting process went into finding my man, and it's not even his fault. It's not even his fault. He's a small fish in a massive pond right now, bro. Cool. And you can see it. You can see it, bro. This level is just too high for him.
Do you know what makes me laugh? You can't turn around and say to the manager, "You're at fault for not buying enough defenders." Like, that's what I'm laughing because
I didn't say no. The amount of defenders, the amount of defenders isn't the problem. It's the personnel. You understand what I'm saying? So if you look at, we've actually got bare defensive options. Half of them.
He just bought personnel that can fit that role, bro. But he's just injured. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't turn around and say that.
Okay, but he wouldn't have needed to buy Calafiori if he got the Kiwior. If he got the Kiwior signing correct, he wouldn't have had to buy.
No, but he put Calafiori to play left back though.
Calafiori is exactly what he wanted from Kiwior. Well, he thought he was getting from Kiwior. They just got the signing completely wrong.
But Calafiori typically plays left back, but he can play centre back if necessary.
Yeah, so what you're saying is because if Calafiori is the starting left back, what would have still had issues? Because if you're saying that Gabriel doesn't start today and Calafiori plays left centre back, who plays left back then?
Yeah, and even that starting
should have been a Kieran Tierney.
So my thing is this Calafiori injury is not the issue at all. The issue is buying the wrong players.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. Either that, or you're not selling them in time and replacing them. Because you're right.
Sorry. Guys, we're diverting somewhere else. Could we go back to the game? Can we just go back to the game? I feel like continuing off of what Reece said and speaking about that Kiwior, the Kiwior, the first goal, to be fair. Saliba should have done better, but sorry, we need to have uncomfortable conversations about some of our favourites today. Timber, love you, bro, but today you stunk. Because yes, you heard me live and direct. Timber stunk today.
The reason why
I say that,
I don't think Timber was great. I don't think
uncomfortable conversation.
Stunks harsh.
And I finish.
Let him go though.
Average.
Reason being why I say that is why Kiwior was out of place. Is who was the person, and even with that, I saw where Timber was trying to look over. He's looking over his shoulder, but not tracking his man. The fact that Jimenez was able to have that amount of space where Kiwior has to cover him for that, and then struggles to do that where he knows he hasn't got no.
Yeah,
pace.
but Kiwior weren't out of position.
Wait, Capo.
He ran there.
Timber should have been. Timber was the one that was out of position, bro.
Capo, let me ask you two questions. Two questions. Yeah,
go on.
One, as a centre back, is it out of your remit to cover in wide areas? That's my first question. Can I get a yes or no, please?
If your left back goes.
For us, if your left back goes, you're meant to cover it.
Gabriel does it all the time.
Cool. And my second question.
Give me and Tony talk here. No, I'm saying,
Wait, hold on, Capo. My second question, is Jimenez the striker or a fucking winger?
Thank you.
How I don't understand. Timber's gone. It's not Iwobi that made the run. Timber's man is Iwobi. Jimenez is Kiwior's guy, bro. That is his guy. So if he goes out wide and you follow him out wide, that you're not out of position.
How does he run across you? It's not even like he outpaced him outside.
Thank you.
How does he run across? You've allowed him to go across you. Not even a little bump.
And he done the same thing.
Not even a little bump.
Bro, he done the same thing in the Liverpool game, and guys tried to blame Miles Lewis Skelly for it and all of these things. And it's like, you know what? There was two runners in that game. Nunes ran across him. Salah ran the other. Like, bro, he didn't.
Can I say it is with Kiwior? Don't you think that he looks like he's surprised that he's playing football? Like, he's so flat-footed. It's like everything that happens around him is a shot.
I think he's still shocked.
How are you playing the pass behind him?
I think
even today, just quickly, even today, there was a point where after we conceded the goal, Saliba played a pass to Kiwior, and he was so flat-footed that if he didn't stretch out and boot it, they would have got in a situation to score again.
Yeah.
Like he's surprised that anything happens around him. That's my problem. He needs to wake up.
Go on, Capo.
Comments, by the way. To continue of what Sonny was saying.
Yeah.
This isn't me trying to defend Kiwior. He was out wrong. He was out of position. How you allowed Jimenez to run across is criminal-like. But at the same time, this is where I say our favourites were at wrong today as well. Timber, you should have done better to get in your position. You were out of position. Simple as that. The same way as well as one of our other favourites that we love to talk about and big up, and I will always big up. I'm sorry, but Odegaard today as well had a stinker. He was meaty today.
The system.
There are certain players today that are our favourites. Pardon?
Oh, I know
the system.
I know.
We offered nothing centrally. We offered absolutely nothing centrally. There was literally nothing moving forward.
Wait, I eventually want a real answer.
Yeah, go on. It was cold.
The weather.
It was cold.
Bro, these man, when how many times do we say when it's windy, wet, and I don't know what's going. Bro, I personally, I was watching a match where it felt like, bro, does anyone want to play today? Cause okay, you lot tell me, who do you lot think was the best performer today?
Saliba, Rice, and Saka were the only people that were worthy of getting back on that coach.
And even some of the guys you listed,
everybody
and
else,
even some of the guys you listed, like,
everybody else,
I'd barely say Rice. It's only Saliba.
Just about.
To be fair with you, if you look at the two chances that we had today, well, some of them, for instance, with fact of where Rice should have done better, but he was the one that was centrally offering something. Bro. Everybody else, what the hell was happening, bro?
Bro,
I think another person.
Habits, bro.
I think another person that we ain't spoken about enough today is Thomas Partey. I don't think he was great today.
He wasn't great.
I don't think he was great today.
You see, with Thomas
clear
Partey,
chance he had to score.
With Thomas Partey, my issue with Partey is in today's game. Is he was sloppy, man. It's like if you felt like you had 5 years on the ball, but then there's like someone right behind you, you get snipped off him, sloppy passes, and then set pieces. It gets to a point, just take him out of the box. Forget, just replace him with someone
that
else.
header.
Because
God.
It's not just today, It's not just today.
He's had a couple still.
Man United game, he was losing possession as well, but no one spoke about that.
No, but it's like,
no, he didn't.
What?
Against United. Not against United.
Partey wasn't losing position against. He wasn't losing possession on the ball against Man United.
More than Thomas Partey. Declan Rice was more than Thomas Partey.
It's not the volume. It's the areas and the time.
First half.
Because he's the six, bro. What are we doing here?
That's why I'm saying it's the areas and timings, bro. That's why. That's literally what we said it, bro.
There's certain things that, like Jay, if a winger loses possession 10 times high up the pitch, it's not going to hurt you as much as if your 6 loses possession 10 times. You're going to get punished once or twice, 100%.
We're going to get punished. That's exactly what Thomas Partey was doing.
Because Declan Rice is losing the ball.
And Guaps, can I just rebuttal some of the comment? The guy says Scandinavia, and that's why he booted out when he was 14. And then there was another one, something about timber. What was the timber one?
So basically, guys are saying, if Kyriar dropped Howders, but if Calafiori, Ben White, Zinchenko...
No, not this one, the timber one.
Yeah, no, that's what they're saying. That
timber, there we go. Oh. Yeah, this one. Arsenal fans frustrate the life out of me. You lot were there soiling your pants, saying it was a fantastic move for Arteta to move him left back to stop Ahmad. And then when he has a game that you lot don't think he's cooking, it's unnatural again.
Yep. I personally think Timber's at his best when he has a winger that, like, do you know what I mean? Like a winger to deal with. I feel like when he has nothing to do on his side and stuff like that, times he gets caught high up the pitch.
He'll just be attacking and
watching, starts roaming, etc., and he takes a bit long to get back into his position. And I don't think it's anything to do with what side of the pitch he's playing on. I just think sometimes if he ain't got someone that really running at him, because remember they played Adama on Partey's side, and Iwobi was doing left back shifts. Right back shifts, sorry.
I don't know about any of it, man. I think people are doing too much on the Timber thing today. Like, I don't think he was stinking. I just think he had an average game. Like, we're overthinking it. What do you mean if like he's in check? What did he do wrong? He didn't do it. He's not like he conceded a goal. It's not like he let anyone run him. Like we're doing way too much. I think the guy
and Jay, can I add
saying he didn't get back? That's fair though.
Can I add to another issue that I have here?
Get back for what? Please, I'm confused.
Wait, there you go.
Transitions.
Can I get to an issue?
Wait, are we joking? When have we, in Arteta's time of inverting a left back, been upset that the left back is not back? Because I do anyway. I prop Gabriel every week for trusting the fact that his left back is going to invert and he's going to cover that side of the field anyway. He doesn't.
You know what happens? Jay, you know what?
I think when they're saying it, you're thinking about Jimenez. I don't think they're talking about Jimenez. The fact that the guy had the space to make the initial pass in the first place. My man was nowhere near none of that.
But
so
Jay,
that's what I think they mean, like positioning wise. But I agree. I don't think he was stinky, but I don't think he was that great. Like, you know what I'm saying.
When you see Gabriel go off into the left back, cover for the left back, do you know what you also see as well? Your 6 come into centre back as well. So whether that may be Rice or Thomas Partey, they will end up coming in. They will end up dropping back as well. So it ends up still being a back 4 regardless.
Yeah.
With that transition that happened right there was literally just 3 man to a point of where Saliba now has had to come in to try and cover on the left as well, which he done poorly with.
Yeah.
In fact,
so
two 3 of them done poorly.
So 2 things based on what you said. 2 things based on what you said. If you're saying the fullback, the DM is meant to drop to make a back 4, Timber still has nothing to do with that. And secondly, that proves my point as to why Jorginho should not have been on the pitch.
Timber should not have been there.
Jay, you're
should have been that far up in the first place.
We said he stretched it when he said stunk, but I think now you're overdoing it. I think even Glazer just said it now. He took 3,000 years on the ball, and then when he finally done it, sometimes it was going back, and even when it was passing forward, I think there was one Martinelli. Was it Martinelli? Or was it Trossard that looked like they were in? It was a sloppy part, like you saw it, and then he was there holding his head. Like he weren't great today. I don't know what we're arguing.
Moments in the game, bro. He wasn't consistently doing that all game. If you told me that was happening consistently, hold the hands up.
I don't think so.
One thing I do want to say, like collectively as a team, we take about 25 touches that we don't need to take before playing a fucking pass.
Just to play a 5-yard pass.
The centre backs do it. Rice can have a guy wide open out wide, and he's gonna run the ball to him rather than just passing him the ball. That bro is so frustrating, fam.
Today I saw Partey and Saliba pass back and forth to each other like it was a flipping table tennis game. It was ridiculous to a point. You know what they ended up doing? As that was meant to be the point-on-point progressive pass, they passed it across the line towards Timber, who then ends up passing it towards your left wing. I don't know if at the time it was Martinelli or Trossard. Running the byline, nothing.
And when you take them that long
why do we need to
play your passes, you give the opposition a chance to get back in their shape and close the passing lanes. So then you end up having to play the ball backwards anyway. Like, I thought it was just our centre backs that do it, but oh my days, Declan Rice and Timber today.
But Sonny,
25 touches to play 1 5-yard pass.
But Sonny, it's not even necessarily that. It's when we're in their attacking third. That's when you take those many touches, you kill the game. Yeah. For example, you would get to the final third. They're now camped. We have guys in between the lines. That's where you pop it. And one of my issues is when I don't remember 22-23 season with Jesus up top here. We used to play bounces off the striker.
Yeah.
We now have a 6'4" false 9 centre forward who thrives in those situations and finding space and bouncing passes.
How many running the channels?
How many times do we bounce passes off Havertz to then set it back to create space for a runner behind? We don't do that. I've seen 1 third man run from Arsenal in 2 games, and they were both in wide positions, playing out from defence rather than in the final third. Why? Because when you're in the final third,
I'm not gonna lie though,
enough to get through.
That's I'm not gonna lie though. That third man run is what got Declan Rice in today. Like, remember, you made someone played the ball. You made a third man run.
What was that shot?
Overhead ball. Yeah.
What was that shot?
Bro, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that he's taken that on the half. Like, do you know what's funny, Reece? Yeah, that's something you would do on pro clubs. The way the ball dropped was mad inviting, but that's
on my weaker foot, and all of you lot would have cooked me.
Yeah, I'm not expecting a professional footballer in an actual match to do something like that on your weak foot, bro. It's not even like it dropped on his strong foot, and it's like the shot's gone well wide, and he's just there like,
Yeah, holding his head. That's what jarred me.
The right frustrated me the most today, man, because don't get me wrong, he finds himself in some fantastic positions in the final third, but the decision making every single time he's in the final third, whether it's a poor shot, he made one good pass today, by the way, the one to Jesus, but that's his one pass in 19. Two. But that's
there was one to Havertz where he zinged it across from that left side.
Like every single time he's in the final third, it's like he runs out of ideas. It's like he's overrun it. That's fantastic to get there. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it's like brain freeze. Like, what do I do? Like, can I make a pass? Do I shoot? Actually, no, I can't do any of the above. I'm gonna pass backwards. And it's like, bro, like when Mourinho comes on, you can see him. He's like, cool, got the ball, turn forward thinking. Where's the ball gonna go? Yeah. Bro, it's really.
I'm not gonna lie. Havertz jarred me as well today. I know no one's gonna talk about it. They don't think it
was. I was. Don't worry. Don't worry.
For me, that was a chance. That ball Ødegaard gave him in a little half space thing, and he turned and he fluffed the shot. I was thinking,
he didn't fluff it. It was timid.
Bro, no, he literally mishit. Watch it again. It's like he hit the ground and the ball. That's why it went up like that.
Embarrassing
for a game when we're struggling to create chances, to waste an opportunity like that pissed me off.
For the amount of possession that we had, we shouldn't have been struggling as much to create chances the way we were. Yeah. I'll be honest, that I can't think of too many very clear-cut chances we created in open play.
We don't play centrally, Sonny. I don't understand
that's what I was saying
this
earlier.
Thing is, why we don't like playing centrally.
But Reece,
everything is out wide, bro.
Ødegaard just wide, Havertz just wide.
There's only one outlet for trying to play centrally. Is literally hoping and praying Ødegaard can get a pass in that's split, that ends up breaking the lines, or there's a gap.
Yeah, but he starts out wide as well, though.
Yeah, he starts drifting wide as well.
He starts drifting off as well.
Him and Saka are doing 1-2 in the corner.
But the problem is, you have Havertz as your false nine. Yeah, but you have Havertz as your false nine, and when false nine, he doesn't create, or you don't utilize him to take anything from the central to create space out wide. Bro, all we do is go straight out wide and bake off there. We don't go to the middle.
Vince, do you know who helps with that?
Jesus. Thank you very much.
They don't like it though.
No, I agree. And Reece, you see, cool. I said at half time, I said this is a game where even if you drop Havertz into midfield and bring Jesus up front, it's a game where Jesus' skill set is necessary.
But you know what's so mad?
People don't like to hear it, but like,
no, it is. One thing
striker that can create their own, that can create.
Look at the guy that's trying to interrupt you. He's the one that really doesn't like hearing it. Sorry, Gab, you say something.
Yeah, I was saying something, brother. Do you know what I have admitted to you, and we've had conversations on? When you have low block teams, they're made for games for Jesus. Because I look at mid block and low block teams. I look at the game for last season, Nottingham Forest, the 2-1 game where he got the goal and the assist, where that game was ideal for him. When it's low block teams of where out of nowhere he can just find and create an opportunity. That's one thing I do give it to him. I mean,
do you know what it's made for as well, Capo? I can't believe I'm going to say this, so I'm not going to say a name. I'm just going to say the profile, because you know what I mean, people clip it and do the most. But these are the type of games that you need box presence. I think it's time for me to accept we need a box presence type striker. Just someone that's a lump. That's there.
Wait, what name came to mind when you?
I just think of someone that was half price. No, he's just half price. So no, not him. So
he's in Sound Unit. You want a man that caps in the box, Ivan Toney. I know. I read your mind, bro.
I'll be fair.
No, not him either.
Click him.
Not him.
I'll be fair. I saw an Eritrean dog create literally nothing.
No. The Eritrean Don's my number one target. But I'm trying to say there's a Nigerian man that I think if it was whipped in for him in this game, I think this is the games he kind of like. He likes space as well, don't get twisted. But there's some guys that bully defenders. Like, you know, like when they're in the box, they bully, and that's when
I promise you, see on a game like today where the ball's getting shifted out wide, and we're finding all of these crossing angles, he's leaving with something, bro. I promise you that.
I'm gonna say for
in a game like that, he's leaving with something.
I'm saying for the 5th time in this stream, we need a striker that can generate their own chances. And whether you like how it looks aesthetically with Osimhen or not, he generates his own chances. Isak generates his own chances. Gokares had nothing when we played him, yeah? He was feeding off scraps, but the guy was still generating his own chances. And right now, he's struggling. Even if it's Jesus, like you guys said, at halftime, we haven't got given 3 licenses. But we at halftime. Jorginho shouldn't have been on that pitch. Havertz was doing nothing for us up top, whether it was tired, whatever. We just need someone that can go up there and either be a presence or generate their own chances.
And Vengs, I know you want. Vengs, I know you want to go, but it's not just the striker, by the way.
Yeah.
I think we keep showing we need a dribble A. Someone that takes guys out of the game. Like every game I watch, these guys are still in formation. No one's taking no one out. When you move someone out of the little puzzle, spaces appear. We don't have no one that's got something about. You know what I'm saying?
Reece, I want to throw a question to Reece quickly about a dribble A, just quickly.
Wait, just hold, before you
if we go back, no, we're not going to move from the question. It's about dribble A.
No, I just wanted to say a point real quick. Not on the
dribble. Yeah, go on, say your point. I'll say after. Go on.
I've got bad news. Even if you have that striker who's the box presence, it doesn't change much. Do you know why? Who's your reliable crosses?
Okay. But our best crosses show you that we're crossing to no one though.
No, but Reece, our best crosses are on one side, and our best crosses is one man. On the other side, on your left,
Martinelli
don't have a reliable crosser.
I think I'll be
Martinelli.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying a reliable crosser, not anyone who can cross.
Okay, reliable.
Saka can cross. No, Martinelli can cross. What I'm saying is someone who can do it reliable.
And
that reliable crosser means that threat can actually take place. With our current makeup, we ain't got no reliable crossers outside.
If we're going to get a lump it, slump it striker, we need to get a profile very, very specific for that left-hand side. Somebody that can be the dribble A that Reece is asking for, but not somebody that's just going to get past his fullback and cut the ball back to the ankles of the defender in front of him, bro. That we need somebody that can actually pick out a final ball. And when I look around...
You lot don't inherit.
Go on.
You don't inherit. I think we can do it. I don't think you need too many of them. Saka can do it from the wing. Odegaard has got the half space crosses on lock.
I'm saying cool. So let's...
And Rice can do it from the left hand side.
What I'm saying is.
When have you ever seen them cross the ball?
Hold on. Jay.
When have you ever seen them cross the ball?
Let me ask Jay a question. You've got Ossie up front, yeah. Jay, you've got Ossie up front, yeah, and you need a wide player on the left to create chances and generate chances from the same way Saka's doing on the right. Who's your go-to?
I don't know. If like I just said, if Saka can do it, if Odegaard can do the half space, if Mourinho can do the half space, why do I need my left winger to have
When have you seen Mourinho cross the ball?
That's cash what he does, bro.
When have you seen him cross the ball at Arsenal? When?
I ain't seen it. And you lot complain about Declan Rice's final
pass. When have you seen him cross the ball at Arsenal?
How many games has he played for Arsenal?
There's enough of a sample size for you to turn around and say he's played one cross.
You just asked me a question. I said I've seen him do it at Newcastle. I've seen him do it for Spain. I've seen him do it for his team in Spain as well, bro.
But Mourinho's the guy that arrives in the box to attack the
crosses,
do
at Newcastle.
Delivering the crosses.
Bro, what game was that?
Hey, the VCR
what game was that for Newcastle, bro?
The VCR tips.
No, but what I will say is, whether you've seen Mourinho do it or not, I think he's got it in his locker. And I remember when Xhaka was here, he had a few assists where he found Jesus from the half space, right? So like, it can happen. Like it's not a wild thing.
Reece. Can you give me an assist outside of that Brentford game where Xhaka crossed it from half space?
You know that was a fantastic cross, though.
It's one game. That's my point.
But Vengs, can I rebuttal it? Can I rebuttal it though? Remember, that was one example I can give to a guy that more time loves the ball to feet. So now, if you've got a striker that is willing you on, like, bro, find me. I've got this guy. Why won't you do it more?
Hey,
Reece. Granit Xhaka played over 40 games that season. Over 40. I asked you outside of one game. Give me.
No, but I'm saying, who was his striker though?
Yeah,
I could probably find it if I look at all the chances he created in that season.
I could probably find it. Yeah, Xhaka did quite a few half.
Xhaka did more cutbacks than crossing. It was not half space crossing like he did in Brentford. It was more cutbacks.
And Martinelli does more crosses than you lot think he does. You know.
I agree.
He's another one. He used to spam them crosses for Jesus as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So imagine had a
you know the winger generally. Yeah, I hear that. Obviously, you guys spoke about the striker Isaac, but I'm going Newcastle. I'm coming back with Anthony Gordon before I come back with Isak.
For what?
And purely,
Guaps. I think someone rang your doorbell. Someone rang your doorbell. But anyway, while he's talking about that,
no, my doorbell.
So, because bro, I just heard it, bro.
Because I could literally give you but I guess us first time cross, bang, on the nugget. Come on, boy.
Hey, Pops, all I'm trying to say
Anthony
is
Gordon a right winger or a left winger? And what side did that? And what side did that cross come from?
Do it on both sides.
Show me him whipping the ball in from the left hand side.
No, he whipped one in for Isaac though. That was beautiful.
That was from the right, bro.
From the right, yeah, from the right, yeah. That was beautiful.
But he's got it.
Show me that left winger. But
don't you think you're falling into the trap that something I've fallen into in the past? Yeah, we look at Arsenal right now and we try and envision ourselves signing players that we see that type of profile already in the team. I think it's time for us to look at players we don't currently have, because that's the issue. That's why we're still struggling against the same stuff, mid blocks, low block. It's the same shit we're struggling against. So isn't it time to get new profiles that can, people that are comfortable on the ball, maybe in advanced positions in the 8? It shouldn't just be Ødegaard that wants to play in the midfield at that time, and then we look at the left 8 and the left 8 just wants to run back to the centre backs to do a little 5-yard pass, and then like someone needs to be look at Ranieri when he came on, when he done that little death, looked like he was going back, then he just turned back again and went again. Why are we so against? I know it's not you, I'm more talking to the manager. Arteta, I hope you're tuning in. Why are we so against people that want to play ball? I don't get it. This is football. It's a sport. It's entertainment. I support Arsenal for a reason, bro. Fucking hell, cuz. Like, and that's where I just want to see something different. I even want a box present because I almost want someone to be like, I got these 2 centre backs. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's play. Like, I don't know. I'm just getting frustrated. There's too many games where I'm just looking and Havertz is a non-entity. Like, it's just, he might as well not play. Like, it's because he's not a box present. That's not his game. He likes feeling the ball, come in, touch it, blah, blah, doing blind runs for other people. There's no one even near him. So I don't even get the use of him up top anymore. Like, there's no one even near him. He's not making blind runs for other people, bro. Like, he's just there getting bullied. Like,
can I ask a question, brother?
Go on.
So, Havertz, do you think you'd say that he's best in the box? He's best arriving at chances rather than being at chances and attacking.
Ding, ding.
Right. In our front three, is that the same thing for Saka?
What do you mean?
No.
Is he better at arriving at chances or being in the box and then doing something today?
I think he can do both. Honestly, Saka's very strong.
And then Martinelli, the same thing.
No.
Arriving.
Okay.
Honestly, I hate when he's holding the ball. Yeah, arriving.
Trossard.
Arriving as well.
Arriving.
I think Trossard's both. So
yeah, both.
It's inconsistent. Yeah, it's an inconsistent both.
You can do both. Yeah.
But if you're gonna say which is his best, arriving is his best. Okay, so you got 3 arrivings and then 2 kind of both, and then
who's the 2? Who's the second both?
Okay,
Trossard and Saka.
Yeah. And then the last one I'm asking you would be Sterling. But both one arriving.
Hey, I didn't even know what Sterling is.
Okay, let me not even mention Sterling. Let me not mention Sterling. Yeah, so we've got 3 of these
guys. Use Sterling, not mention his name.
Even Jesus is arriving.
No, he's not.
We've got 5 guys in our attacking, that don't specialize in creating a chance in the box.
That's what we said from the jump, bro.
Or being alive, or just being alive in the box.
Yeah, because for me, Jesus is creative, but I don't think he's alive. I think you used the right terminology. Like,
he's not alive in the box.
Yeah, he's not like he doesn't sniff like the day. Like I'm saying, like,
for me, the closest person we have to that is Martinelli, and that's only if he wants to be. Since he doesn't choose to come alive in the box, he just doesn't. At the moment,
it's not about choosing though. It's about the areas that the manager wants him in. The manager
in his first season, bro, he was alive in the box. That 15-goal season, anything in the 18-yard box, he was alive.
He's not playing like he was then, bro. Like
that's what I mean. But that's what I mean. It's surely it has to be some form of choice whether he is conscious
from the manager, bro. From the manager. Do you think Martinelli doesn't want to make runs in behind every day, all the time, bro?
No, but Jay, this is why I even like some of the names TP just written, yeah, because like people like. Isn't it time, yeah, for us to stop just relying on the boards? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I get the boards get us to some part of the game, but there's certain games in football, like let's be honest, where you need magic.
Yeah. We need an entertainer. We ain't got entertainer.
This is a sport, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a science fucking thing, man. There's some games where you're going to need magic. Like, how many times have we seen big managers go, do you know what? I'm not going to... Pep himself has said it in a few games where he's on, do you know what? That's on him, you know? That's on the player. Like, he literally wanted to win that game. Like, sometimes you get games like that.
But this goes back to the point that I made years ago. Our manager doesn't like Mavericks. He doesn't like things like that. There's a reason why Pepe is no longer at the club, bro. He doesn't like people that are going to be like, cool, you're always not working. I want to, do you know what I mean? Dribble. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but our fans don't like it either. Our fans don't like it either. When Pepe got into that situation where he beat the guy again, do you know how many times people came on the TL and slandered that guy?
What about Jesus? Hey, yo, Cap, give a sound effect, man.
People sit there.
What about the Maverick and left back?
Every Maverick that we have gets slandered. Every single Maverick that we have gets slandered, bro. When they don't.
And Sonny, are you seeing with Calafiori
to the status quo?
Are you seeing it with Calafiori? They're already starting. They're starting.
When guys go against the status quo, our fans don't like it, bro. So let's stop calling for like. Do you know what our fan base would do to Rafa Leao on one of these bad games? His rap videos would be going viral, bro. Come on, bro. Like our fan base don't like Mavericks, bro.
That's a shame, though.
Fan base don't like Mavericks.
Arsenal fans, if they had their chance, they would sign Adama Traore. That's what they
are. If that's the case, then that means we're not willing to progress. Then if we don't, if fan base, we don't want Mavericks in this club. Or
look, he's gonna put his hand up. He's gonna say he admits it.
I'm gonna put my hands up and say I'm not him. I don't like Mavericks, bro. Because I got the truth. No, it's because the reason is because when you do too much, but when it comes off, I always stand up on my chair, clap to myself. But when it don't come off and you keep trying it pisses me off, bro.
Sorry, my bad. I like Mavericks
players. I like. No,
but what I'm saying is that is the gamble you take with Mavericks, bro. You let them play their game, knowing that there's a possibility that it might not work out, and there's a possibility they're gonna do something crazy. And you get it. Me personally, I do think I sit at the same table as Gops. I just like efficiency, bro. If you're a Maverick, if you're like a Vinny Jr., yeah, where you might run at your fullback 15 times a game, and the ball might go out for a throw in, or you might mess up maybe 10 times a game. But you see them 5 times where you kill that brother, goal, assist, chance created, that bro. It's a madness. I can accept it. But you see them Mavericks, yeah, where your success rate is any success rate lower than 30%. You're not for me, bro. I'll be real.
But Sonny,
I'm being honest though. I'm being honest. So
I love the fact that you're being honest. When I'm saying Arsenal fans, physics again. But what I'm trying to say to you is, it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence to Champions League when it got to nitty gritty time. All of the teams that went to the final stages, it was Mavericks that took them there. Do you know why? Because when you get to a certain level, yeah, let's say we get to the semis. You're dealing with coaches that understand what you're trying to do. Yeah. So when you got these guys that just do the one move, it's too easy, bro. And that's why Bayern Munich, that Bayern Munich game,
who's Borussia Dortmund's Maverick?
Adeyemi?
Julian Brandt.
He's a
I'm
what's my man? The left winger.
Brandt.
Julian Brandt is a Maverick.
I love him.
Reese, I want clarity right now in front of the however many people that are tuned in right now. Gopper can give me an exact figure.
451 exactly right now.
So in front of the 451 people, you are telling me Julian Brandt is a Maverick.
He's Borussia Dortmund's Maverick.
No. Borussia Dortmund.
Julian
Brandt, who's their Maverick? Though?
Maverick.
No, but Sonny,
you can ask their Maverick.
No, Wings, you're not saving him.
Hey,
answer the question. Is he a Maverick?
Okay, yeah. He's the one that brings out the moments of brilliance. If you want me to say like that.
He a Maverick.
But why are you trying to
wait, Reese.
We're talking about Mavericks, and when you're talking about Julian Brandt.
Hold on. Their Maverick was Sancho.
It was
their Maverick at the time was Sancho.
Oh yeah,
Sancho.
He was their Maverick. What are we talking about? My man had was it 12 take-ons in one game, and they were eulogizing He's better than Neymar in that game. So because the guy takes on his fullback fair times, he's a Maverick.
He was the Maverick.
He was their Maverick.
He was their Maverick.
But
wait, hold on.
1 second. Before I completely lose my rag. Before I completely lose my rag, can somebody define what a Maverick is right this very second for me, please?
Moment of magic.
I'm going to lose
something special, moments of brilliance.
So why did someone tell me about take-ons in a game that they didn't win?
But
Hello?
the point is that he produced the magic to get to the point where you can win
Okay, wait, hold on.
Wait.
Wait, Sonny, do you think Gabriel Jesus is a maverick?
Yes.
So if in a game he's taken on a guy like 12 times, isn't that him trying to do what we know him to do? Moments of brilliance, trying to do something, taking the game in his own hands.
Yeah, but take-ons for a winger is a normal thing, bro. It's a normal. Saka has better take-ons per game. I don't understand. Saka a maverick.
Okay, the take-ons thing, I hear you, but Sancho
was
literally that guy.
Sancho
is Saka a maverick? Is Saka a maverick?
Yeah, he is.
For us, he's Arsenal's. Yeah, he's Arsenal's. Yeah,
he's a maverick.
Oh, is he a maverick in general? Whether he's at Arsenal, whether he's at Bayern Munich, Barcelona, England, is he a maverick?
Let's forget the agendas. Let's go back. Remember, we've had a game we drew today, so because we're going, it's becoming spaces.
Yeah, cool. Because I don't like when guys use certain terms and then, you know what I mean? Like, we got to keep certain terms sacred in football. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I'm just trying. Okay, so Sonny, I think you took it. The point I was trying to make is Bayern Munich, they had Sane. Borussia Dortmund, they had Sancho trying things. They what's his name? Real Madrid had Vinny trying things. These were the guys that the team almost looked towards to get them past these little things. And I just feel like our team sometimes is way too static. Saka is very good. He's a very creative player. But I'm talking about someone that's just, you know, they've got that little drop of the shoulder to them. Yeah.
Someone said it here. Look, someone said
Alexis, yes.
And then, man. Okay, cool. Alexis, I get. Man, put Jadon Sancho in that convo. Please don't.
No, but you know the type of player he is, though. Come on, man. Man United didn't pay all of that money for him.
Who said yes? You put Jadon Sancho in that Alexis Sanchez bracket.
No, I'm saying you know the type of player Jadon Sancho is, though.
I heard someone say yes, bro. My bad.
No, do you know what it is? Sonny's just trying to cook someone. He's not trying to hear the point.
I'm not. I'll be honest, yeah. I lost my head at Julian Brandt. I don't even know where I am right now, bro.
Oh, wait.
Like, I don't know where I am right now.
You don't think Julian Brandt is like their Ødegaard?
Bro, I don't think Ødegaard's a maverick. I don't think Ødegaard's a maverick.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. But just to go back full circle.
That's fair.
You see this game, yeah, and the reason why I particularly am vexed with the manager, and because I think we talk about the players, but I want to talk about the manager specifically in this game, yeah. It's because for me, when you play against these low mid blocks, you need to probe 110 times, maybe shoot 110 times. That's how you get your chances, isn't it? For me, he's too risk averse. He's too scared of X, Y, and Z to set us up in a way where we now destroy these teams. And the team, for example, like Spurs, are so gung ho. If you play a low block or mid block against them, good luck. You'll suffer.
RVP ain't no maverick, bro. I don't know what Junior's talking about.
RVP was. He was.
RVP was.
I hate football. I'm gonna start watching rugby, bro. I swear to God. The game I love is absolutely gone. Oh my God. RVP was a maverick. Luis Suarez was a maverick.
Yeah, Luis Suarez was just a gunman. He wasn't a
Zlatan Ibrahimovic was a maverick. RVP was a gunman. That was it, bro. Like, he was a straight shooter.
Wait, you don't think RVP had the jinky jinx?
He did, but he wasn't a maverick.
So wait. So Reese, anyone with jinx is a maverick.
Not anyone would jinx. Not anyone would jinx. But RVP had that in it.
Blame Junior. I'm sorry, Chris, man. Blame Junior. I don't know why he mentioned RVP, bro. That guy's not no maverick.
And do not accuse me. It's the RVP. RVP dash TT. That's the funny one.
Was TT a maverick to you, Sonny?
Of course he was, bro. Come on, let's not be stupid.
Capo.
Let's not be stupid.
What did you blame on the manager today? Now I'll ask you. What did you blame on the manager today? What was his fault?
Everything.
I think the main issue with who said that, Josh?
No, wait, me.
I think the main things I'll say with him is that the guy. Do you know what it is with Arteta? Is that he's just not a risk taker. I don't rate him. In fact, I don't think he's a risk taker in any capacity. I think what he does is he seems to think that yesterday's performances will carry him out through today, rather than adapting towards teams and also just taking risks of realizing some of your players or your favourites just aren't doing the job. So take them out and put in certain players that actually will do that and actually give us some form of goal or chances. I mean, of recent, we've seen, I'm not going to lie, because it's sort of like a catch-22. If you take out a Havertz or if you take out someone else, then it's like, okay, but who else is going to do this? And then you've got a side of the fan base that will be in an uproar, and then you've got another side that will agree with him. But I just think he needs to adapt to games that bit better and take risks. There was a simple answer of what to do today, of where you could still have had Timber as the right back, but as your left back, I can't lie, KT. And
if you had
KT's
RVP today, do you think you'll win?
Pardon?
If you had RVP today, did you think you'll win?
What? This guy's caused trouble in school, man.
Reece, do you think we'll win?
I'm sorry.
No, Reece, do you think we'll win if we had RVP today?
Yeah.
Do you think we would have won today if we had Osimhen up front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I think we would have won if we had Adebayor? Yeah.
So and how many of those that are the aforementioned players are Mavericks?
Only one, but the others were only one, but the others were box presence. Remember, I said box presence was also an issue.
Interesting.
So box presence. But do you know what it is about RVP? Yeah, obviously he had the little chicka, but slappers. I don't know who said it earlier. Do you know what? We might have even won if we had Aaron Ramsey, because the thing about our team, no one likes slapping it. You know, I deeped it.
Is Aaron Ramsey a Maverick?
Huh?
Is Aaron Ramsey a Maverick?
No. But he can slap it. He can slap it.
He's got a bit of jink. He goes against the status quo. Ain't that all that's needed to get that Maverick?
No. His touches used to come off his ankles and all sorts. But that's another combo. I don't want to go there. I don't want to wrap
Disrespecting sacred football terms.
I knew you were gonna get annoyed, Sonny, when I said this. But we'll have a Ramsey combo another day, because with time, you lot are just doing too much. But anyway, but he was cold. So he would have been perfect for the left 8, by the way.
Perfect.
That's the profile we need to be looking at. And I've got just the guy, Alex Baena, plays for Villarreal, got the most assists in La Liga last season. They play him off the left, but
he hasn't got Ramsey's engine though.
Nah, he don't. But what he does have is creativity and guile off the left-hand side. Now, I wouldn't play him as a left winger. He puts in a shift defensively.
Off the ball, you know he's a bit.
But again, I'll be honest though. They play him out wide, so the most defensive stuff I see him do is track his fullback.
Yeah, but the reason why they normally play those guys out wide is because if you put them in the middle of the pitch, bro.
I'm not hearing that shot. That's just another hipster
not necessarily. Wait.
Alex,
come on, bro. This guy would sign flipping Norgard if he could, bro. How the hell can he call me a hipster? How can he, Whopper, call me a hipster?
What was he saying, Norgard?
You ain't asking.
Hey, can we do player ratings though?
Whopper definitely would sign Norgard.
Can we do power rankings to end the day? The thing as well, halfway through the season, power rankings.
Okay, player ratings first though.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna get a team that played today. Yeah, run through it quick.
Yes,
Ryan.
I think he should have done better on the goal.
Nah, I think he should have done better with a goal.
You think so? Why?
Yeah. Bro, where else was my man going there?
No, I'm giving credit.
For me, he done that thing that guys get onto Ramsey about. It felt like he was slow to get down. I don't know. It's almost like the shot took him by surprise.
It's almost like he thought he was going top bins and he went lower.
Blame, by the way, but I think that he thought that Saliba was going to get there. But
that's still Howlers. Yeah.
Why is it Howlers?
Well,
it's Howlers from all of them. It's Howlers from all of them. It's not just right. It's not just Howlers.
Yeah, you got to be alert, bro. The goalkeepers out of everyone.
You seeing this?
No, not your take is Howlers. I'm saying Raya. I believe what you're saying. I'm saying Howlers from him. Yeah.
Gents, it's quick fire.
Go on.
Because if you do this to every player, we're going to be here for another 2 hours.
Six.
Yeah.
Thomas Partey.
6.
5.
6.
6, 5. Cool. Saliba.
If he was Congolese, my man would have said 6.
Saliba will get a 7. He was the best out of the back 4, but he was still Howlers for the goal. But I'll give him a 7.
7.
7, agree.
And he got a goal as well. So I mean, saved himself.
Kivio.
5.
4.
5 is even generous. 5 is even
4.
generous.
4.
3. Bro, you lot all would have said 3 if ESR didn't fuck up that touch. Carry on.
You know what?
Yeah.
That is a very good reminder. That is
3.
why he gets marked down, and that's also why the next brother we're going to speak about gets marked down. Because that's one of the moments where I agree with the comments in that. Because where the fuck was that guy? Anyway,
I agree.
Yeah,
I
cool.
agree with that now, but yeah, I forgot about that moment.
Okay, cool. Now, Sonny, as Sonny said, Timber, what are we giving him?
4.
5.
No, I agree. It's therefore his worst performance in the Arsenal shirt so far, 100%. Cool. Declan Rice.
6.
5.
6. Jay hates him. I saw that, Jay. Jay.
You know what it is, yeah? At least I'm consistent. Wait, hold on. On Rice, at least I'm consistent because when it was Havertz playing that position, he's not thought I hated Havertz.
Yeah.
Rice he's not good enough in that position, bro. Just not, and he saves himself with these corners. 5 for me, bro. 5 for me. And to be fair, I would have said 6, but to take that shot at the end of the game was selfish. Yeah,
wait.
Down.
I think the 6 for the delivery of that and also for the free kick as well.
I think you heard me screaming David Beckham after all his crosses today, and he just got to his head. Number 20, Regista, Jorginho. What are we giving him?
4. 4. It should have got hooked at half time.
Non-existent. Absolutely non-existent today.
Cool. Next one, the system. Ødegaard. What are we giving him?
5.
There's a lot of subpar performances today.
He's lucky he's not a 4 though. He's lucky he's not a 4.
His second half performance saved it from being a lower rating.
Yeah. And what was that? Just bare pressure.
His man was begging to come off after the 20th minute.
You know the saddest part about it? He said that he's going to do that thing where he flicks his hair because of the rain.
Bro.
Yeah,
that one. Reese, to be fair, he probably ain't slept much, bro. Brother just had a newborn, innit? Like,
congrats. Big up.
Congratulations.
Congrats to him, man. I need better performances.
Make sure you know the vigilance. Carry on.
I mean, 5-year you watching them subpar performances, man. But anyway, that's
Vigilante Ødegaard. That's a good name.
From Ødegaard being a dad to his father at Arsenal, who looks after him the most, Bukayo Saka.
7. 7. I felt that for me, I think Saka was unlucky to at least not leave the game with an assist.
Yeah, he was enjoying the Robertson thing.
Jimmy passes he gave. There was one to Declan Rice at the back stick. There was 2 actually to Declan Rice at the back stick.
Yeah. Reese, did you see when he cooked Calvin Bassey? Yeah, and he got the shot up and he started smiling at him. He's like, I've got you, bro. Like he knows that.
He was all over. He won that 1v1 with Robertson all today.
Yeah, he enjoyed it.
He won.
The 1v1, the 1v2, the 1v3.
Robertson's a very good fullback.
Yeah, Robertson gave him.
Well, he is. Yeah, credit to him, but he lost today. He lost that 1v1 still.
I do like Robinson though. I'll be real. I like that guy.
Next, Trossard.
4.
What did we give Partey?
To speak.
5.
What did we give? We gave Partey a 5.
Bro.
I'll give Trossard a 5.
I don't understand. Like at his big age, his decision making is just so weird.
Why would you cut
so
in
weird? And it's not only is it weird, it's very selfish that he makes decisions to make himself look cold. Like I can't stand that shit. Stand that shit. Like I know he's someone that watches back his match day comps, bro. Like 4.
That was a cheeky comment, by the way. For okay, no. Next one, Kai Havertz.
2.
3.
2.
3.
I'm saying worst performer today.
2.
No.
You might as well be 10 men.
Oh no. Kyria was worse. What did I give Kyria? 3. Yeah, Kai Havertz 4.
Yeah, I'll say 4.
2.
I think whatever Kyria got, he gets at maybe 0.5 higher. And because we don't do half scores, I guess it goes up by a whole point. But they were shocking, the pair of them.
Yeah.
Well, the next one is in my opinion, he's the worst player today. 100 Martinelli. Fucking shocking.
Are we doing subs now? I'm giving him the same rating I gave Kyria.
I'm
giving him a 2, man. Bro, because for me, it's like, how lazy do you have to be offside in that position, bro?
That's Timber's fault, by the way. No, I'm sorry, that's Timber's fault.
I went to watch it back. He wasn't sprinting, you know.
Oh, is it?
No, he was watching, waiting to go. So that's.
But this is remember exactly. Remember what we spoke about half an hour ago. Why do you need to take 25 touches to just play a 5-yard pass?
You also still don't have to be offside. I heard both sides.
No. It's howlers from both of them.
Yeah, Martinelli. I can't lie. Martinelli's a 5 for me. I don't think he was great, but I don't think he was shocking.
Just to ask you the question: who do you think was worse between him and Trossard?
I think Trossard was worse.
I think they were both shit.
Very interesting.
Trossard was only worse because Harry Wilson came on and gave Martinelli more space. If Martinelli played against Iwobi, trust me, Martinelli would be lower.
I don't care what the reason is.
I think Martinelli was horrible.
Do you know what Reece is giving a 5 to? I got the numbers here. Reece. Winger came on. 0% dribble success rate out of third number 5.
Yeah, but that's a lie though.
It's not. It says right here.
I saw him run past Harry Wilson into the box and then cross it across the box.
3 dribbles attempted, 0. Accurate crosses.
This is why I've got a problem with these stats. 0 apps. It's not making no sense. I saw him run past the guy and cut it in from the byline.
That's actually true, to be fair.
Yeah, what the fuck? And for the goal, I think that was not like I hate that dribbling technique he does. Like, yeah, it's jarring, but he still cut it back, slapped it across, fantastic cross, and it's only if he was on. Do you know what I mean?
It was a good cross, but
yeah,
I
think he done a cross like that, like 5 minutes before that one. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think he was like shocking, but he weren't great. Do you know what I mean?
I think next. Shocking, man. Next, Mikel Moreno.
I think it's good.
Steady Eddie.
Yeah,
I can't give him a rating.
Yeah,
so.
I just don't get why he doesn't get. That's another convert. When he comes
I
on, they start popping it.
I think he will start midweek. I think he will start midweek versus Monaco.
It's a head scratcher, man.
He came on. He showed up the midfield. Yeah, he was winning his duels, winning the ball back for us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And they were popping it like it's like Odegaard likes playing with him. I don't know what it is, but
next one. This one,
Ranieri was actually the one.
The next one, this one genuinely anonymous. There's useless sub Jesus.
Why was it useless?
I disagree.
He came on. What did he do? I didn't even know he was on the pitch.
I don't think he was useless.
There was 2 times where we counter-pressed in the second half, and they both came from Jesus reading the first pass.
Oh, wait, hold on. That beautiful pass that Declan Rice gave that guy, and he pushed it out.
He was scared of.
Oh, yeah.
No, he wasn't scared of it. Hold on. I knew these guys would be running with this on space. That's why I didn't even want to hear it. It looked like it was an overhit pass, and the wind cut it. You even heard the people saying, bro, you could see the trajectory of the ball, and it randomly just dropped.
The wind?
I don't care.
Come on here and blame the wind.
No, I'm telling you why he didn't expect it.
In a storm, Popper, it's common to blame a ball in the air being hit by the wind.
Bro, the maddest thing is,
none of them were expecting that ball to drop.
Bro, I've seen Havertz fully commit to them kind of 50-50s and just end up clattering the keeper, bro. You go in full-blooded, bro. You do not pussy out.
He went in. He just weren't expecting it to drop.
He pulled out, bro.
My take is completely different. Whether he pulled out, whether it was the win, I just don't think it was warm enough, man. And that's my. I think that if he had 5 or so minutes in the game, he might have gone for it. He might not have. But that's just the way I see it. And I just think that he wasn't warm.
I know people will laugh. I'm just saying the truth. None of those. The keeper, the defender, none of them were expecting that ball to drop the way it dropped. Hey, you can see it. Watch it back.
Hey, we had AFTV Ty blaming the rain. Now we've got Reece blaming the wind.
No. Say it properly.
Yeah, it's fine, though.
The vigilantes.
Who's next?
Next one, obviously, Ethan Maneri. 6
for me.
6.
He tried, didn't it? Wow. Like there was one move he done.
Touched the ball at once, bro.
Giving him a 6 for one move.
Bro, I'm not giving. I'm not giving anyone. I'm not giving anyone a score for shit like that, bro. I'll be real, bro.
Like we had Odegaard running around in circles, dilly-dallying. He came on, took 2 players out the game, brought us forward.
But that was one action. The problem is, wait, Reece. The problem is that in them situations, he doesn't find space. That's his problem. He can't really find space, so he can't really do nothing. There's no space for him to find. Otherwise, Odegaard finds space naturally. So it's a non-starter.
Anyone else?
That's it. That was the subs, man. Okay, no, Mikel Arteta. That's the last one. Mikel Arteta.
NA.
No, 2. 2. I think you got it completely wrong today.
Actually, no. 3.
3, be braver.
Not only be braver, you could see what Fulham were trying to do after the 20th minute. It was a setup. The low block, try breaking us in transition, nice and quick. Leave Adama isolated with this person, Jimenez isolated with that, and there was no
That was literally it. 9 man behind the ball.
Yeah,
Jimenez, lamp it to Jimenez, let Jimenez bring others into play, bro.
3 for me still.
That's it.
And I think he thought just because he's standing in the rain and he's getting like we will think, yeah, go on out to fuck off.
Them ones, I hear it though. But yeah, man, we say, man, another episode. We're in the power rankings.
Do it halfway point, bro.
Yeah, do it halfway.
We've got a couple more match games. No, bro, we've got a couple matches to go. Halfway point is 19 games into the season, bro.
Jay's trying to do it now because he knows Saliba's starting to get a couple performances.
Jay, but we know who number one though. We know who number one right now.
I don't know who number one is.
David
Wright. Who number one is?
Okay.
David Wright.
Okay.
You know who number one is.
Yeah, right on party will be my number one.
Man, them has been real, bro.
Book is my number one.
Man said Partey. You think Partey?
Number
7.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Right.
It's been real, y'all.
10 assists.
Book.
Thierry Henry's record.
Huh?
I'm starting to get a bit nervous now. Hey.
Cap, see the way you're upset? Get off Jesus. You might start getting victories. Man, them. It's been lovely. It's been beautiful. I am the vigilante, the voice of reason. Hold on.
But damn, everyone do that. Well, you man.
I'm still here.
Make sure you man like, comment, subscribe. Josh, as Josh always says,
hit the notification bell.
Notification bell.
Wait, Gopper.
Yo, no, fuck off.